Hey, how's it going, guys? This is going to be the first C++ tutorial that I was going to talk about on Linux. And I've been learning a lot of C++ lately, so I just thought I'd share it. Just share the knowledge of it. It's a really cool language. If you don't have any previous knowledge of programming, that's totally fine. All you got to do is just keep watching tutorials. Oh, my phone went off. Just keep learning, and C++ is really good with teaching the fundamentals of programming. It's really not that hard once you just get a handle on it. So I'm using Linux Mint Cinnamon right now, 15. Uh, this will be the same. What I'm showing you today will be the same on every Ubuntu distro, Ubuntu based distro. I'm not sure about Debian, and I'm not sure what packages are available on those. But the IDE we're going to be using is called Genie. So to get Genie, you can either run sudo apt-get install Genie in your terminal, or you can come right here to the software manager, open it up, put your password in, wait till that comes up. Man, it's been a while since I made a tutorial video. Alright, and it will be under programming. And really, what an IDE is, it's the what IDE stands for is Integrated Development Environment. And what it is it is a pretty much a text editor, but what's special about it is it'll highlight your code, it'll color code all of it. So you can use Genie, Eclipse, NetBeans, or CodeBlocks. I am going to use Genie because I enjoy using that one more. CodeBlocks is actually the best, but it does a lot of the syntax for you, and I don't think that's good for learning the syntax of a programming language. So I would recommend Genie because you have to type everything out yourself, but it still highlights the code for you if you get it correct. So just get that. And you're also going to need to get something else. You're going to have to get something that's called a compiler. Now, what a compiler does is it translates the programming language into something that me or you can read. It translates that into machine code, zeros and ones, and all the binary code that machines use. And they're free. All the stuff is free, so don't worry about that. Just get something called GCC. It is a C++ compiler. Oh, sorry, that's the C compiler. I think it's G++. Yeah, here we go. Get G++. You can also get GCC. I mean, G++ is the one you really need, but if you want to check out C programming language, that's fine, but we'll get G++ for the compiler. And once you get that, all you have to do is open Genie, and we'll do our first program today. That's something else I was working on a while back. So we'll just make a new file. We'll save it. There's a program called the Hello World program, and that's the program that everybody makes. It's usually the first program that you make, when you're just starting out. So we'll call it Hello World .cpp, and the .cpp makes it so the computer knows that it's a C++ source file. And just store it anywhere. I mean, as long as you know where it is. This is where I have a whole folder called. I usually put it in my programming folder. These are all the projects. We'll go over them later, but just save it as a .cpp, whatever the name. You make the name whatever you want and save it wherever you want, as long as you can find it later. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to start typing code. So we'll go include IOStream. And you might be thinking, include IOStream, what is that? Well, when you include IOStream, that is the library that will allow you to use certain functions and commands of the programming language. Without these includes up here, I wouldn't be able to use well, I'll show you what a function is later, but just don't worry about that for now. And then using namespace std, and don't worry about that either. I'll explain that later also. I just want to get to the the printing of hello world on the screen, because that's what this one's all about. So first, what you do is you type in C out, and then two less than symbols. And that's why I like C++. I'll show you about the less than symbols later. I'll show you what's cool about those. You go less than and greater than symbols in C++. So we'll go C out, and in double quotes type whatever you want to say. It doesn't have to be hello world. I'm just going to make mine hello world. And then you go end line, and then always put a semicolon at the end of all your lines, because that signifies the end of the line. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm such an idiot. I forgot about the main function. My head's stuck in Python. That's another language that is totally different. So int main void, and the curly brackets. Now the curly brackets indicate your code. All your code, all the body of your code is going to be in the curly brackets. That signifies, okay, the main, and this is all like the head of the code. Main, your main function, and whatever is inside the curly brackets is what's going to be making your main function work. And I'll explain what functions are in the next video, because that'll be the next thing we go over. So you type C out, which is a function for, or basically telling C++ that you want to print something. And then in double quotes, you write what you want to print. And then this is just to make it look pretty. We don't have to put this. This is just so it skips. What it's going to do is it's going to print hello world, and it's going to go like that. It's going to hit enter just like that, and it'll go right down to the next line. Now, you don't have to put that. I just have it. It's a habit for me. And then you put return 0. This is not required anymore by C++. It used to be. But it's just habit from, because when I was learning it, it was required. I mean, you don't really have to put that. You don't have to put void either. I mean, I just do. It's up to you. Everybody codes their own way. So what this is, we'll compile and run this. And in order to compile something in in Genie, you hit this, and then you hit build. Compile and build, and then this is how you run it. Permission denied. Hold on 1 second. Maybe I messed something up. Oh, okay. Hold on, bear with me, guys. Yeah, I see what it is. I hope I see what it is. Where's it at? There it is. We'll move this out of here. Open that with Genie, build and run it. There we go. It was something, I believe I had the same file name. I had something else with the same file name in there, and it was getting confused. So, okay. Build and run it. So now it says hello world, and you can see that it skipped to the next line here. That's just to make it look pretty. Now, in the next video, I will explain what functions are. I will explain the using namespace std, and I will also explain more about the include up here, because that's very important. All this is really important. And your main function. Don't forget your main function like I did. you need a main function in C++, because that's where all your main code's gonna go for now, until we get into something else later. But don't worry about that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully that helped you out with you starting out programming. I will be putting more up. I hope to make this a whole series, really. Um, and just experiment. I mean, you could take we could take this out and you could put whatever you want in here. You could put I like peanut butter. I don't know if it's supposed to be space. Compile it and run it. I like peanut butter. But anyway, thank you for watching, and tune in for the next video. Bye-bye.